Hi there, I'm Stella from Stella's Yarn Universe, and in today's tutorial I show you how to crochet a tiny pear. This is a fun little project, and the end product can be used simply as decoration, or you could give your pear some eyes and a smile to make it even cuter, or you could turn it into jewelry like I did with my little apple here, or you could make a whole basket of fruits for your kids to play with. I'm planning on adding more fruits and sharing the tutorials here on my channel, so stay tuned for that. We need cotton yarn in a DK or light worsted weight in green. I'm using Rico Creative Ricorumi DK in Pistachio. I'll link to it below if you'd like to use the same. And then we need a tiny amount of the same yarn in brown for the stalk, some pie stuffing, a tapestry needle, stitch marker, scissors, and a 2.5 millimeter hook. That's the equivalent to something in between a B1 or C2. So depending on how tiny you'd like your pear to be, you'd choose a B1 or C2 hook. So we begin with a magic ring. If you haven't done one before, I'll link to it in the upper right corner for a more detailed tutorial on how to do it. Then we single crochet 6 into the magic ring. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we pull the end tight, and this is our first round. Now my little trick is always to loosen up the first stitch before I begin the second round, because it can be very tight and difficult to crochet. So I'll just go through with my tapestry needle to loosen it up a bit. Now in round number 2, we increase, so we single crochet 1 in each stitch. By the way, I'm using American terminology here, so if you're used to British or Australian terminology, this is double crochet I'm talking about. That's 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's round number 2 complete. So now we can pull the end tighter again. And from this point on, I'm using the stitch marker just in case I lose count. I just place it in the last stitch. So now we've got a round of 12, and in the next round we keep increasing. So this time we single crochet 1 and then increase into the next stitch. So single crochet 2 into the next. And we repeat this 5 more times. So again, 1 and 1 and 2 in the next. Only 1 in the next and 2 in the next. one last time. 1 and 2 in the last one. And I place my marker in the last stitch again. In round number 4 we keep increasing, so this time we single crochet 2, 1 and 2, and then single crochet 2 in the next. 1 and another one in the same. And again we repeat this 6 times in total, so our round of 18 turns into a round of 24. 1, 2, and then 2 in every third stitch. And one last time. 1, 2, and 2 in the last one. Now we're done with increasing. So in the next 3 rounds, we're simply going to single crochet our 24 stitches. So you can pause the video here and hit play once you completed the next 3 rounds. So now I've completed my 3 rounds of 24 single crochet, and once you've done that as well, so you completed round number 7, we can continue with round number 8, in which we start to decrease. So we single crochet the next 2, 1 and 2, and then we make an invisible decrease. I have a really quick video tutorial for you if you haven't done this before. I'll link to it right there. But otherwise, just go ahead and make an invisible decrease. So basically it's just crocheting together the next 2 front loops so that we have a decrease without gap. And then we single crochet 2 again. 1, 2, and make another invisible decrease. And we do this 6 times in total until the round is complete, and we have a stitch count of 18. And the last time. 1, 2, and remove our marker so we can make the last invisible decrease. That's it, and put our marker back in. Now in the next round we continue decreasing, so this time we only crochet, we single crochet 1, and then we make an invisible decrease. So 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. And again, we do this 6 times in total, so by the end of the round we'll have a stitch count of 12. And one last time, single crochet 1 and make an invisible decrease. If you'd like to give your pear a face, now would be a good time to attach the eyes and embroider a smile. Otherwise, just go ahead and single crochet 3 rounds of the 12 stitches we now have. So here you can pause the video again and hit play once you completed 3 rounds of 12 single crochet. My 3 rounds of 12 single crochet are complete now, so now it's time to fill the pear with toy stuffing. Just go ahead and secure my stitch with the stitch marker, and I already hid the end inside the pear, and now I just grab a small piece of stuffing and we can just squish it a bit so it goes in. It's probably still too big. And then I often use the other end of my hook to push the stuffing in. And then some more. It should really be nice and plump. So get as much stuffing in there as you can fit. It's always best to overfill rather than underfill. There's still room for some more. Let's see if I can fit all of this. Yes, so I think I'm happy with that. So in the last round, we only decrease. So we make 6 invisible decreases in a row. That's the first. Second. Number 3. Number 4. Five. And the last one. And this is the last one. And that's it. Now we can break the yarn and pull it through. So now we just need to close this little gap here. So to do that, we need our tapestry needle and we just thread the yarn end onto it. And now we insert our needle into the next front loop, pull the end through, and then repeat this with each of the 6 front loops of the last round. That's number 3. 4, 5, and 6, the last one. Now we can pull it tight and the gap is closed. So now all we gotta do is, the way I do it is I just insert the needle into the middle and just push it through. And then I just continue sewing in the end. And this is easiest with a tapestry needle with a bent tip. So once you're done with sewing in the end, you can just cut it as close to the project as possible. And that's our pear almost complete. All that's left to do now is crochet the little stalk. So to do that, we start with a slip knot. And then we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Just slip and slip stitch 1 more into the next chain. And that's the stalk complete. Just break the yarn pull it through, and then I cut both ends to the same length. So that I can thread them both onto my tapestry needle. And then I just attach the stalk to the pear by stitching through the very middle in the top. And the needle should come out at the very middle, the middle of the magic ring we began with, in the bottom. There we go. You might need some force here. That's it. And then what I do is I just cut the ends short, but not completely short, because I just use the ends as the stamen, the bottom of the pear. That's it. And that's all done. Our little pear is complete now. Thank you so much for watching and crocheting along with me. If you enjoyed this little tutorial, feel free to give me a thumbs up. And make sure to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any future crochet tutorials. Happy creating!